Following is a presentation of RJL 518 Sports Network. Good morning, everybody. Maybe a little early, but here on this Friday morning, but I want to welcome you here to a little inside pitch action. Welcoming you here to the friendly confines of Fenway Park. If there are friendly confines, as today, Inside Pitch proudly presents Game 7 of the 1967 World Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. Now with the 1967 season on hand, I thought I would go ahead and I want to see how Bob Gibson looks in Inside Pitch. And for just a nice game, as Philip Reynolds joins me here. Did I get your info? About the league? Yeah, I looked at it. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to join that. But yes, I did take a look at that, Phil. But thank you for joining me here at Fenway Park for a little inside pitch action. The 1967 season on hand, and I wanted to play the Game 7 of the World Series between the Cardinals and the Red Sox. A Steeler fan, 1933, joins me here at Fenway Park for 1967 action. And Steeler fan, you were right. The Dolphins did beat the Jaguars last night. How about my Dolphins? They actually look pretty good for the first time this season. So that was actually a fun game to watch. But today, right now, we're going to play a little baseball. St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, beat them handedly. And it's going to be Bob Gibson versus Jim Lonborg. I don't know yet. I'll probably look into it there, Phil. I haven't decided yet. So much things I'm doing right now. I don't know if we'll see what happens. They want the 1969 and 60. They're doing the 1970 using the 1970 season. I'll be ordering that on Monday. I just ordered the 69 season today. 1968 season I should have tomorrow. So we have a good game here at Fenway Park. We're just going to replay Game 7 of this World Series. We know that the Cardinals beat the Red Sox 7-2 in this final game of the series. So we're going to have a little fun here. Just play a little inside pitch and see if we can have a good time. And of course, for those of you who did not watch last night's payoff pitch action, you better check that game out. Meanwhile, let's take a look here. The starting pitcher for the 1967 Boston Red Sox is Jim Lonborg. 22 wins, 9 losses, 3.16 ERA. He'll be back later. Okay, Phil, catch you later. And a lot of people, I ask a lot of people what their favorite Red Sox teams was, and a lot of people tell me, everyone say that the 2004 Red Sox that won the World Series, the 2018 Red Sox, maybe the best Red Sox team in history. But a lot of people tell me the team they most loved, most of all, was the 1967 team. I don't know. They love 67. A lot of people like 70, like the 70. What was it? The 75 team. I don't know. There's so many well-loved Red Sox teams out there. So it should be interesting to see how Red Sox fans love their teams, and they do. They absolutely do. And I have nothing against the Red Sox. I like Boston. So Jim Lonborg will pitch here for the Red Sox here in the top of the first inning, as we'll introduce each player as they come up. Leading off, of course, will be for the 1967 St. Louis Cardinals left fielder Lou Brock. May he rest in peace. As we all know, he just passed away recently. So let's see. Let's get this Game 7 underway and see how it goes. Starts out with a 2-4, a possible error on Lonborg's card. So we go to Lou Brock, and a 4-4 on his. The ground ball is a ground ball to second base. So the ball is hit to Andrews. His error rating is a 3. A 16, he's going to make the play, and he'll throw to first to get the out. So that just goes as a ground out to second. The next batter for the Cardinals will be center fielder Curt Flood. A 2-1 on Lonborg's card, possible strikeout, a 4 on the dice, no added result here from Fenway Park. And against the right-hander, Flood is a 5, a 4 is underneath it, Flood goes down on strikes. Next batter is right fielder Roger Maris. 3-5 on Lonborg's card is a possible walk. A 16 could be there against a right-hander is a 16, but a -1 on Fenway Park makes it a 15. So the 16 actually beats the 15. There is no walk, so Maris has to swing. And a 5-6 on Maris's card is a star line 3, and he grounds out to short. And a 1-2-3 inning Go the Cardinals. Bottom of the first inning. Will Brock be stealing first base in this game? No, not this time. Here comes Bob Gibson pitching for the 67 Cardinals. He was 13-7 that year, 2.98. Of course, his best year is the year I have coming, and I've already decided for the 1968 season, I'm going to play the Mets Cardinals game where Bob Gibson played up against Tom Seaver. Absolutely, that game, the Cardinals won that game 2-1. I don't remember the actual date yet. But the 1968 season is going to be, when that arrives, probably tomorrow, we're going to do the game between Tom Seaver and Bob Gibson, the Mets and the Cardinals for 1968. Let's take a look at the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Red Sox will be third baseman Joe Foy, as he got the call here in Game 7 of this World Series. 4-1, possible strikeout by Gibson, a 9, and yeah, that's going to do it because there's a 10 on Foy's card, so Foy goes down on strikes for the first out. Looking forward to doing an inside pitch replay. Mike Andrews will now bat. He is the second baseman today. 3-5 on Gibson's card is a strikeout, a 7, and against a right-handed pitcher is a 7. There's no modification from Fenway Park. So Andrews goes down on strikes, already 2 strikeouts by Bobby G. And that will bring up Carl Yastrzemski. He's in right field. He is in left field today. That 68 game was a good choice. Yeah. Just saw that unconditional surrender and the mounted map for it, which desperately were added to the MPs. Yeah, I saw that too, Steeler fan. Yes. Yes, I'm a war gamer also. I don't have many war games. Only got a few, but I'm not like ID Jester, who's pretty much buying every single war game on the planet. But and he did get Fleet Commander Nimitz. And I looked a real close look at it, and the reviews are getting us so lukewarm, and I looked at the rules. I don't like the rules. I'm going to avoid that game. The game I'm waiting for, Steeler fan, is Pacific War from Mark Herman. Not Empire of the Sun, Pacific War. 2-5 on Bob Gibson's card. That is a strikeout plus. That's a blank against the lefty. So Yaz gets a chance to swing. 4-5 on his card against the right-hander is a double to center field. So Yaz leads off. Gets himself a double. Gets a hit. And that will bring up the right fielder, Ken Harrelson. Yeah, he's wearing a Kansas City jersey. Runner at second base. Gibson's pitch, 4-5. Single one if he's tired, which he's not. Harrelson 6-1. And that's going to be a single past the shortstop. And that's going to be a base hit for Harrelson. Yastrzemski on at second, an S6. He needs a base running rating of 3, but with 2 outs, it becomes a 4. It becomes a 4, and the ball is hit is a 4. So Yastrzemski actually will score on a base hit from Harrelson, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Harrelson on at first with 2 outs. Bob Gibson gives up an early run. Next batter is first baseman George Scott. Harrelson on at first. Let's see, is anything going on? And we have a 1. We're going to have a steal attempt. So let's see what we got here. So stolen base rating is a 12. Bob Gibson is a minus 3, so that would be a 9. -3 is a 9, and McCarver's arm is a -2 is a 7. So a 1-7, that's going to be tough. I don't know why Ken Harrelson's stealing, but we roll, and he doesn't make it. He's thrown out, and that ends the inning. As we're going to use hard and fast strategy dice there. So Ken Harrelson caught stealing, and that's going to end the inning. Why you would run with 2 outs, I don't know, but 1 run for the Red Sox on 2 hits. And at the end of 1, the Red Sox lead 1-0. Scott will come up to bat in the bottom of the second. Yeah, unconditional surrender is considered by many as maybe one of the best war in Europe war games made. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing, Matt. But Pacific War by Mark Herman, I had that game a long time ago. I loved it. And if GMT And if GMT does Pacific War as well as they do all the other games, that game is going to be crazy. There's already almost 2,000 pre-orders for that game. That game is going to sell out like crazy. I've already pre-ordered it. I'll get my copy. I cannot wait for that one. That's why I'm holding off of Fleet Commander Nimitz. I really just want one Pacific War game, and I know that one will be it. And that is considered as one of the best pack war games ever made. By Victory Games by Mark Herman. That's going to be an awesome game. So we go to the top of the second. Jim Lonborg will come back out for the mound for the Red Sox as they lead 1-0. Here is first baseman Orlando Cepeda. Trying to get in scoring position, I guess. Yeah, well, he failed miserably there. 4-5, that's a possible walk. A 15 against the righty is not going to do it. So Cepeda will go ahead and take a swing. 2-4, line out to third. One out. I have to take a look at Pacific War. He just most of the Eastern Front games. Trust me, that game is excellent. Many good scenarios in it. It had many good scenarios in it. It had a complete campaign, which is very difficult to win if you're Japan. I did create a house rule, how to win. I played every campaign in it. I loved it. The counters, it's one of the more, it's not a monster game, although some people think it is. Here's Tim McCarver. He's the catcher. 4-5 on Lonborg's car. Possible walk of 5 is definitely going to do it. McCarver is going to take a walk to first. And the next batter is third baseman Mike Shannon. Let's see if McCarver does anything. He's at a temp rating of 2. 15, nothing going on. Now, I know you like it, Eastern Front games. There are so many Eastern Front games out there. I think that section of war gaming has been absolutely is saturated. I can't believe how many Eastern Front games there are. 2-2 on Lonborg's card. A possible home run. A possible home run check against the Writers. A 1-5. A 3 is there, so Shannon does get a chance. A 1-8. Shannon hits a homer. A 12, he does not. So Shannon will swing. 6-1. On his card is a Starline 4, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. The infield's automatically halfway. So a double play rating of 2, 0 from Lonborg, +1 for the three. It's a ground ball to third, so the shortstop is the pivot man, and that is Petrocelli. It's a 0, so a 1-3. So a 1-3, they turn the double play, and they do. Red Sox get themselves turn the 3-6-3 double play, and they get out of the inning. Side retired. No runs, no hits for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the second. Definitely a lot of them. You're trying to do your due diligence. Like I said, there's so many of them. I heard the Dark Valley is a good one from GMT. There's just so many of them out there. I don't really like the big monster war games like War in the Pacific from Decision Games. I don't know how in the world you play that one. War in Europe from Decision Games is out of print, but still you can find it. There's just so many war games out there. But yeah, Pacific War is definitely one you should look at. It is one of the best ones. And if he's updating the rules and everything like that, which he's doing, there's going to be new counter art. I cannot wait to get that game. I will definitely play every single campaign in it, including the big one. I will have lots of fun. Bottom of the second inning. And George Scott will come back out. He was at the plate when Harrelson decided to steal for some reason. Gibson 4-3. Possible home run check, a 2. And against a right-handed pitcher, Scott has a chance against a right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, 1-14. A 2 falls into that. So yes. So Scott has a chance to roll. So against the right, 1-14, Scott hits a homer. And he does. George Scott blasts a home run over Bob Gibson. Home run, George Scott. He sends it off to Bobby G. And already the Red Sox are up 2-0 as Al Red Sox fan joins me from his job. King of the Hill has arrived. Welcome, sir. Honored always to have you. Your George Scott just hit a home run, and your Red Sox are up 2-0 here in the bottom of the second against Bobby Gibson and the Cardinals. Just replaying Game 7 of the series. That will bring up center fielder Reggie Smith. 4-6 on Gibson's card. Possible hit by pitch. -3 though, and a 1 on Reggie Smith's card makes it impossible. So Reggie Smith will take a swing. Yep, boomer goes, bam, exactly. 6-6 on Reggie Smith's card is a single into center field. Oh, Bob Gibson doesn't have it tonight. It doesn't look like he has it today. That's a base hit. Reggie Smith on it first. And that will bring up the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. Let's see if Smith's doing anything. Rolls a 7. Nope, nothing going on. Bob Gibson with the pitch. 6-3. Possible a strikeout +10 on a right-hander. So Petrocelli's rank is a 19, a 15 on the dice. No mark there. So, yes, Petrocelli does go down on strikes, and that is 1 out. Let's see if Reggie Smith does anything with this batter. 11, nope. That will bring up catcher Elston Howard, and yes, he is wearing a Yankee uniform. He actually had more games with the Yankees in '67 than he did with the Red Sox. 7-2 was the final score of this game. Cardinals beat him. 7-2. Bob Gibson actually hit a home run in that game. Reggie Smith on it first. Elston Howard now at bat. Gibson's pitch, 3-6, possible walk, a 9, an 11, -1. Fenway Park makes it a 10, but he still walks him. So this version of Bob Gibson right now is disappointing me, as he puts runners at first and second and only 1 out. And that will bring up the pitcher, Jim Lonborg, who actually hits pretty well. He has a bunt rating of 3. Well, let's see what's happening going on here. And that is a 5. And for pitchers, I don't think that's good enough for a bunt rating. Nope. So Lonborg is going to, although we could see a hit and run, though, because the temp rating for Reggie Smith is a 3, and if a 5 was rolled, so actually that would be a hit and run. But I don't think you hit and run with Jim Lonborg, the pitcher. So Jim Lonborg's going to hit away. 5-5. Got to play a little common sense in these games. Yeah, pitch on 2 days rest, exactly. Bob Gibson throws a possible wild pitch. A 17, no, does not get a wild pitch, so he will roll again. 6-2, possible strikeout +10, and yeah, Lonborg I don't even have to check that rating. Lonborg is out on strikes. And now with 2 outs, we go to the top of the order for the Red Sox, and it will be Joe Foy with runners at first and second. Reggie Smith, is anything going on there? Nope. Actually, to steal third base, the attempt rating is halved, so it actually would be a 1 for him to steal. Pitch from Bob Gibson, 1-5 possible. It's a strikeout opportunity. A 7, a 10, a right-handed pitcher. Yep. Foy goes down on strikes for the second time today and ends the inning. But the Red Sox get a run, 1 run on 2 hits. One of them was a big jack by George Scott. And at the end of 2, the Red Sox lead this game 2-0. We go to the top of the third. Here comes Lonborg. Leading off for the Redbirds is going to be second baseman Julian Javier. 3-5 on Lonborg's hard range play at the ballpark. A 4-6 at the ballpark at Fenway Park. A possible home run pull. So that means that's to Julian Javier's opposite. So it's a possible home run to left field. And a 10 on Javier's card is going to be under that. That's going to be a home run. Julian Javier's home run rating is a 12. A possible home run to the pull. His home run rating is a 12, a 10 on the dice. No difference in home runs. Julian Javier smacks a home run off of Jim Lonborg. And it is now 2-1. Fenway Park did give up 178 home runs in 1967. So one of the higher home run ratings in baseball. Throws me off to see pitchers hitting in American League Park when it was modern baseball. Yeah, 1967, exactly. So there's a home run for you. Red Sox lead is now cut in half. Home run by Javier. The batter will be Dal Maxville. The range play doesn't come into effect because it was a home run. If it was not a home run, then the range play does come into an effect. 5-3 on Jim Lonborg's card. That is a strikeout plus 10 against the righty. So that make that an 18. A 20, Dal Maxville avoids the strikeout, so he gets a chance. 3-3 on his card, and that's a ground out to third. One man out. And that will bring up Bob Gibson, the pitcher. He did hit a home run in this game. Lonborg's pitch. 1-2, strikeout to Gibson, a 25. That's a no-brainer. Don't even have to roll. There's a 25 on against that, and yes, and he will go down on strikes. And that will make it 2 men down, and batter will be Brock. 1-3 on Lonborg's card, strikeout, a blank against the lefty. Because you can see the slash before the K, so Lonborg gets a blank. So Lou Brock gets a chance to swing away, 5-4, and that is a ground out to second. He grounds out to second for the second consecutive at bat. But 1-1 on one big hit by Julian Javier, a big blast. Bottom of the third, Red Sox leading 2-1. Leading off for the Bo Sox is Mike Andrews. Yeah, that 68 game was a good choice. Yeah, I agreed. That's why I looked at it. I want to see Bob Gibson go up against Seaver. So far, Gibson having a tough time in this one. But this was still a very good year for him, though. 5-3 for Gibson, and that is a strikeout possibility against Andrews. He has a 7, an 18 is no. 5-2 on Andrews' card, fly out to left. One man down. The batter will be Yaz. Gibson, 3-5 on Gibson's card. Range play. Yastrzemski usually gets hit. 6-6, a fly ball to right. So the ball was hit to Maris. His range is a 4, and he will not get there, and that is going to be a single for Yaz. The ball was hit to Roger Maris. His range was a 4. A 5 is rolled. And then you see what it comes out to be. And it turns into a single for Yastrzemski. He has his second hit of the day. Good old Yaz. The batter will be Ken Harrelson. Is Yaz going to do anything? Tempt is a 2. -1 is a 1. No, he has a hold rating, so there's not going to be anything going on there. So Yaz will hold, and Harrelson will pitch. You didn't watch the game last night. You saw Fitz was 18-20. Yeah, he had a heck of a game last night. He really did. That was one of the better games. To get a win on the road on a Thursday is huge. And now the Dolphins have 9 days off to relax for they play the Seahawks down here next Sunday, which I really don't see them winning that game. But much better Cards team overall in 67-68. He was one of the worst offensive teams to go to the World Series. You're right, Al. You are so right. 5-6 on Gibson's card. And that is going to be let's see, 5-6. Look at the right here. 5-6 against the righty is a blank. So Harrelson gets a chance to hit. 2-3 on Harrelson's card is a line out to third. And is there going to be a double play? Line out to third base. The runner is on first. The 3 is rolled. And nope, Yaz gets back. But that is one. But that is the second out. as he lines out to third. The batter is now George Scott, who gets a nice applause from the Fenway faithful. Stremski with 2 outs. Let's see, is he going to do anything? 7, nope. Scott with the pitch. 4-2 with Gibson, a possible at the ballpark. 4-5 for Fenway Park is a star line 2, and that is a ground out to third, and that will end the inning. So nothing for the Red Sox in that inning. They do get a hit. They still lead 2-1. I'm really beginning to fall in love with inside pitch. We go to the top of the 4th. Jim Lonborg back out there. Just so much more happens in here. Here's Curt Flood. But don't get me wrong, I love my payoff pitch. Lonborg, 3-6 on Lonborg's card. A possible error on a grounder. And a 1-2 on Curt Flood is a single past the shortstop. That's a base hit. That's not a ground ball, so that automatically becomes just a regular hit. And could still be an error there. Check a 4 as it's hit past second base. So let's see if there's an error at the shortstop. The ball was hit past Petrocelli. His error rating is an 8, and I think we're still going to have an error. No, there's no error check on the ground. There's no error check on a single 7. Nope. No error check. So that goes by him, so Flood's on it first. It's always good to look and make sure we're doing it right. Next batter will be Roger Maris. Maris is 0 for 1. Flood's got the only way he can run is on a hit and run. Let's see what they're going to do, and they're not going to do anything. Roger Maris is not bunting. You hate when the Steelers play Houston as they do this weekend. If the Steelers win, no one wants to talk. Yeah, I know, right? I think you'll beat the Texans. The Texans right now can't seem to get out of their own way. I think you'll win that game. Here's the pitch to Maris. Jim Lonborg. 6-6, strikeout, a blank against the lefty. Roger Maris, 5-4, star line 1. That is a ground ball. That's a ground ball to second base. So Maris' double play rating is a 2. Nothing for Lonborg. Infield halfway is a 3. It's hit to second, so the shortstop is automatically the pivot man. And the Petrocelli has a 0 rating, so it is a 1-3 chance they turn the double play, and they do not. Curt Flood with a base running rating of 4. He does make it to second, though, so the only play they had out was the throw to first. So Maris is out, but Flood does move into scoring position, 1 out on the fielder's choice. And the batter will be Orlando Cepeda. They lost to Kansas City and Baltimore, though, so they're better than 0-2. They are better than 0-2, but I think you guys are playing some good ball right now. Jim Lonborg's pitch, 5-4, and that is at the ballpark. 6-5 at Fenway Park is going to be a single and a possible opportunity to get a single plus a possibility to go to double. So we know that's a single, and that's a single 9. So Curt Flood, his base running rating is a 4. So we go to the chart. A single 9 is a +1. Curt Flood's base running rating is a 4 plus the 1 to get the single is a 5. The ball is hit to right field. Harrelson's arm rating is a 6. So Flood automatically scores. There's no throw. Now Cepeda's base running rating is a 3. And from Harrelson's arm rating is a +1, which is a 4. So Cepeda has a chance to turn this into a double. 1-4, he gets there. 5, he holds. 6, he may be out. 1, and he does turn it into a double. Single stretches to a double. So Flood does score on a big RBI double by Cepeda. We're tied at 2. That becomes a double 9, a double to right. And he is on second base, and we're tied. Cepeda goes to second. That will bring up Tim McCarver. Still 1 out here in the top of the 4th. McCarver walked his last time up. 4-3 on Lonborg's card is a possible wild pitch, and a 1-9 falls into the 4, and that is a wild one. So Lonborg, like Al Red Sox fans said, he was pitching on 2 days rest, probably didn't get enough sleep. Cepeda goes to third. That puts a big run in scoring position, 90 feet away. And now the Red Sox are going to bring the infield in with 1 out. Which means -2 to the batter rating, the base running rating. Lonborg, 6'5", and that is a possible strikeout. A 20, not a chance on McCarver, so McCarver gets a chance to swing. 5-2 on McCarver's card is a star line 2, and that is a ground ball to third. Now, the Cepeda scores. Base running rating is a 3. -2 with the infield in is a 1. So I'm not going to send Cepeda, so that means McCarver is going to be out at first base, out number 2. As the infield was in, prevents Cepeda from scoring. He would have had a very hard time getting in there. So that goes as a ground out to third, so it's an automatic out at first if the runner is not sent. Two men down, and that will bring up Mike Shannon as the infield in keeps the Cardinals from taking the lead. 2 outs. Lonborg's pitch, 5-6 again, strikeout possibility, and against a right-handed pitcher, Shannon will go down on strikes, and that will end it. That ends the inning. One run for the Cardinals on 2 hits, and we are tied at 2 going into the bottom of the 4th. Here comes Bob Gibson, who is my 3rd starter on my overall pitching, on my overall team. Leading off for the 67 Red Sox is Reggie Smith. Smith hit a single his last time up. Pitch from Gibson is a 3-4, and against a switch hitter, and he's actually batting left, is going to be a blank. It's one thing I love about inside pitch is the lefty-righty splits. They come out in the most unbelievable times. So 6-3 for Reggie Smith is a star line 6. He flies out to center. 1 man out. Here's Petrocelli. 1-1, strikeout possibility 15. Nope, not an against the righty. Petrocelli will take a swing. 1-5, line out right to second base. And that's a second out. Lines out to second for the second out. Here's Elston Howard. And yes, as I said, he is wearing a Yankee jersey on this card. Came to the Red Sox late in that year. Gibson's pitch. 6-6, a strikeout opportunity. A 3 definitely does it, and he will go down a 1-2-3 for Bob Gibson. Nothing going on in 4 innings. After 4 innings, we are still tied at 2. Typical World Series replay game. Usually a decent pitching matchup. Top of the 5th coming up. Lonborg out there. And here comes Julian Javier. He hit a home run his last time up. Lonborg, 4-5. Possible walk. A 4 on the dice. And against a right-hander, yeah, Javier does walk. Javier takes a walk to first base. That will bring up Dow Maxville. Has an attempt rating of 2. Is anything going on for Javier? 19. Is that a bunt opportunity for Maxville? Bunt rating. Yes, that actually a bunt rating of 1. No, he has a bunt rating of 1, so nothing going on for Maxville. So he'll hit away. 1-5 on Lonborg's card. Possible hit by pitch plus 10. And Maxville's 1. And so Lonborg must have smacked a lot of batters. That makes it 11. And a 10 does get there. And he plunks Maxville. Not something you want to do in a World Series game. He's hit by the pitch. Runners at first and second. The batter is Bob Gibson. Julian Javier's attempt rating is a 1 to try to steal third. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to let Bob Gibson hit. I think it might be bunting. Let's see. He may be bunting. His bunt rating is a 3. Let's see what the roll is. It's a 3. So that's actually going to be a hit and run, but I just don't see Bob Gibson doing a hit and run. So I'm going to call for a bunt. So we're going to let Bob Gibson bunt this one. Lonborg's pitch. And that one is fouled away. Try again. Lonborg's pitch, 6-2. Possible strikeout, but that's halved on a bunt rating. So a strikeout rating on Bob Gibson against the righty is 25, and you round that down to 12.5, rounded up 13. No strikeout. So that means Bip Gibson gets a chance to bunt, and it's a 6 on the bunt chart. 6 on the bunt chart. His bunt rating is a 3, and that is a good bunt. It's a successful sacrifice bunt. So Javier will go to third. Maxville goes to second. And that bunt was hit to... That ball was bunted at the plate, so the catcher threw it to first, 1 out. And now the Cardinals have runners in scoring position. Well, they already had, but that goes as an SH2. And the batter is Lou Brock. Runners at second and third. Red Sox calling the infield in. Which means Julian Javier's base running ratings reduced by 2. 1 out. Pitching to Brock. 2-4 on Lonborg's card. A possible error. Ugh. No time for that to come up. 1-4 on Brock. That's a fly ball to center field. That is an 11. That could be an error. It depends. It's a fly to center field. The center fielder is Reggie Smith, but his error rating is a 3, which means he makes the catch for the second out. Brock's sacrifice fly rating is a 1. So does he get the sacrifice fly first? We roll a die. It's a 3, so no. So now we see if he wants to run. So Javier's base running rating is a 4. And Smith does not have any arm out there, so it's a 0. It is a 0, so we roll to see if he gets there. So we roll another die. So 1-4, Javier. 1-4, Javier scores. 5, he holds. 6, he may be out. It's a 1. Javier still scores on a sacrifice fly, and the Cardinals do now take the lead, 3-2. And Maxville stays at second. Three to 2 Redbirds. The batter now is Curt Flood. Maxville still on at second, but now 2 outs. 1-5 on Lonborg's card. Another possible hit by pitch, plus 10. Curt Flood's 13, and yeah, he plunks Flood. So Lonborg has hit 2 batters in this inning. They're going to go talk to Jim Lonborg for a minute. Did you get enough sleep? The batter now is Roger Maris for the Cardinals. Runners at first and second. 2 outs here, top of the 5th. 2-6 on Lonborg's card, a range play. So it goes to Maris. Maris is 4-4. Love those robocalls. 4-4 on Maris's card is a ground against the righty, is a single past second base. But Andrews gets a chance to make a range. He has a range of 1-3. So a 1-3. Andrews makes the play. He does not. That's going to be a single past second base. That is a base hit. That is a base hit. Del Maxville's base running rating is a 2 because it's 2 outs, becomes a 3. So Maxville automatically scores from second. Scores from second. Flood goes to second base. Maris is on at first. Flood's base running rating is a 4. And to get from first to third, he has to have a 3, which it will be because he's a 4. So he will make it to third base easily. So a run scores on a base hit by Maris. And now it's 4-2 Cardinals. think I'm finally getting the base running rules coming down here finally. 2 outs, runners at the corners. The batter is Orlando Cepeda. Jim Lonborg hit that one, but unfortunately, Mike Andrews couldn't make the play at second. And now 4-2 Cardinals. Cepeda now at bat. Cepeda doubled his last time up. 2 outs. 3-1 on Lonborg's card. A strikeout possibility, but 20, not a chance. So Cepeda gets a chance to swing. 2-4, line out right to third, and that'll end it. Two runs come in for the Cardinals on 1 hit and a couple of hit batters and a walk. Bottom of the 5th coming up, 4-2, St. Louis. Here comes Bobby G. The leadoff batter for the Red Sox is supposed to be Jim Lonborg. He's given up 4 hits. You're down 4-2. This is a game. I got to treat this as a game 7 of a World Series. I think you got to go with a pinch hitter here. So that's going to be it for Lonborg. They're going to take him out. So they'll bring in a pinch hitter against Gibson. And since it's a playoff game, I'm going to go with the batter with the best average, no matter how many at bats, and that's going to be Dalton Jones. Dalton Jones will go up against Bob Gibson here to start the bottom of the 5th inning with the Cardinals leading 4-2 here in this game 7. Gibson's pitch is a 1-2. It's a blank. Jones, 5-3, ground out to second base. 1 man out. Top of the batting order for the Bo Sox. Here's Foy. One, 2 again on Gibson's card. Blank. Foy, 5-2, ground out to first. And he's 0 for 3. And now Mike Andrews, who couldn't make that range play at second base, he's 0 for 2 as well. 5-3 on Gibson's card. Strikeout possibility. A 15 on the die. No. Andrews, 6-4. Possible hit to left field, but a 20 on the D20 and a left and against the right-handed batter only goes as high as 5. So that is a fly out to left. And a 1-2-3 inning for Bob Gibson. Nothing doing for the Bo Sox. The Bo Sox took an early 2-0 lead, but the Cardinals have scored 4 answered runs, 5 in the books, 4-2 Redbirds. New batter for the Cardinals here in the top of the 6th is going to be Tim McCarver. And the Red Sox will bring in a pitcher. And it's going to be Jose Santiago. He does have his own batting card, so I will put that there. Although I doubt I'll be using him to bat. So Jose Santiago will come out and pitch for the Red Sox here in the top of the 6th inning. And let's see if he can do any better than Lonborg. Santiago, 4-4, possible walk of 5, and yep, that's going to be a walk. That's going to be a walk against a right-handed batter, even though with the -1 at Fenway. So he walks McCarver. McCarver goes to first. Second time he's been walked in this game. That will bring up Mike Shannon. McCarver's attempt rating is a 2. -1 from Santiago is a 1 on a hold. So is anything going on? Nope, nothing going on. So Santiago will pitch. 2-1, range play on Shannon's card. 1-1, possible hit to center field against a right-handed batter. It's an 18. So it doesn't fall. As you can see, it only goes up as 5 against a right-handed pitcher. for Shannon, but it's still a range play. So it's hit to center. So the ball is hit to Smith. His range is a 4. He still needs to make a play in this case, and he does. Smith makes the catch. So that just goes to fly out to center. McCarver stays at first. Love about inside pitch, hits can become outs and outs can become hits. Here's Julian Javier. He hit a home run in this game. McCarver doing anything? Nope. Pitch. Santiago, 1-2. Possible hit by pitch, a -5 though, and Javier's a 1. So Santiago is not going to do what Lonborg did. But Javier gets a chance to swing. 1-1, double to center field. McCarver's base running rating is a 3. And a double to center field. The first one home was a +1, which makes it a 4. And the center fielder is Smith. He has no arm rating. So a 1 to 4, McCarver will score. 5, he will hold. 6, someone's out. 6, someone is out. And it's a 4 on the board. So lead runner thrown out. If the trailing runner's base running rating is greater or equal to the roll, then he advances on a throw. So McCarver is out at the plate. Javier's base running rating is a 4, and that is a 4 there. So Javier actually advances to third on the throw. So it's a double. He does go to third, but McCarver is out. 2 outs. Javier holds at third, gets to third on the throw because his base running rating was equal to what it is here at a 4. So he's at third base, but there are 2 outs. McCarver was thrown out. A great throw by Reggie Smith to get him out, and now the batter is Dal Maxville. Game does flow smoothly once you know the rules. That's for sure. I'm still making mistakes, probably. Let's see. Dal Maxville is a right-handed batter, so a 1-1, and that's a possible walk. A 12 over 11, a 7 on the board, and he walks Maxville. Runners at the corners for Bob Gibson, and he will hit away. Not going to roll strategy dice here. Runners at first and corners, let Bob Gibson hit. 4-5 on Santiago's card. A possible strikeout and a 1 is a no-brainer. He's out of there. And that will end the inning. No runs for the Cardinals. There was a hit and a couple of walks. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 4-2. What a throw by Reggie Smith to get Tim McCarver out at the plate. But Red Sox pitching, though, however, has not been spectacular. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Here comes Gibson. Heart of the order, though, for the Red Sox here. Here's Yaz. (3-3) on Gibson's card. A range play. Yastrzemski 2-6. Star line 4. It's a ground ball to first. The ball... Cepeda's range is a 3, and he will make the play, and in that case, I'm going to go ahead and make the play, and he'll go ahead and throw it to Gibson covering, and that's 1 out. Usually on range plays, I always like to make the pitcher coming over there and make the play. That is a ground out to first, sorry. And the batter will be Ken Harrelson, wearing that Kansas City uniform. 3-5 on Gibson's card. That is a possible strikeout, and 18 is higher than both. So we roll again. 1-4 for Harrelson. Fly out to center field. Now the batter is Scott. He hit a home run earlier. Can he do one again? 6-3 for Bob Gibson. A strikeout plus against a righty. And that is against a right-hand pitcher. It's a 10, becomes a 20. 16 on the dice. Bob Gibson strikes him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th strikeout for Bob Gibson. And that ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 inning for Gibson. Nothing going for the Red Sox. Ever since the first innings 1 and 2, Bob Gibson settled down. 6 in the books, still 4-2 Birds. Top of the 7th coming up for the Cardinals. Jose Santiago can pitch the 3 batters before getting tired, and he will start at the top of the batting order for 67 St. Louis. Here's Lou Brock. May he rest in peace. 5-5 on Santiago's card. Possible error on a throw. 6-5 on Lou Brock. Star line 4. That is a ground ball to second base. The second baseman is Andrews. His error rating is a 3, but his error rating is a 7 and a 5 on the dice. And yep, that's going to be an error. He throws the ball probably into the dirt. So it's a possible error. It is a definite error. Now the question is, does the ball get by him or does Lou Brock stay? So we roll again. So the ball is hit. So Scott's range is a 4. So, and Scott's going to make the play from going into the dugout. So it is an error. Lou Brock does make first base as George Scott makes a great play to prevent it going into the dugout. And Brock's going to be at first base on an error. And that is an E. That is an E4. First error on the Red Sox. Lou Brock on at first base. You know he's got a great attempt. His attempt rating is an 8. So let's see if he's going to do anything here. 7. Yep, Lou Brock's going to try to steal a -1, however, here on Santiago's card. So it would have been a 7 anyway, but still gets it. So Lou Brock's going to try to steal. So it's a 15 plus 3 from Santiago is an 18. And Howard's is a 19. So 1 to 19, Lou Brock steals his base. And there he goes, and he has no problem. Lou Brock steals second easily. Stolen base for Brock, and the batter is Flood. So Lou Brock's ghost helps this Lou Brock steal second base on the play. And here's Flood. Lou Brock could steal third. Now his attempt to do it is halved. So we have to have a 4 to try to steal third. And yeah, he's going to try to steal third. Okay. He's going to try to steal third. Let's see if he can do it. He's going to try to steal third. Now to steal third, I think the base running is halved. I believed on that. So let's see. You need timeout as I check the rules on stealing third. If a runner on second, the adjustment is cut in half for a steal attempt to third. If the runner is cut in half for a steal attempt to third. So, yep. So it is a steal attempt to third base. His stolen base rating is still a 15. Plus 3 is 18. And Howard's roll is a 19. But I got to make sure. He's still, I think there's it's the same base running rating. It doesn't say that the base running rating for stealing third is capped, so it's still a 19. So does Lou Brock steal third? Just got under the tag. He needed a 1 to 19, and he rolls a 19. Lou Brock just gets under the tag. He steals third base. So an error allows Lou Brock to steal second and third. And now Flood is still at the plate. Does Lou Brock try to steal home? In order to steal home, there is that chance. If the runner is on third, the adjusted attempt of the base was divided by 5, run down for steal a home. Also minus 10 on stolen base rate. So Lou Brock, in order to pretty much divided by 5. So an 8 divided by 5 would be his attempt to steal home. He has to throw a roll of 1 to 2. Nope, but there may be and there's no pickoff by Santiago. So nope, Lou Brock will not steal home. Okay. So now a big base runner at third base as Lou Brock steals second and third. And now Flood the batter. Santiago 4-1, and it's a possible walk, an 11 against the righties, a 10 -1, 9. Nope. Flood gets a chance to hit. 1-5 on Flood's card. Single past second base, and that is going to bring home Brock. So he didn't have to steals third. He still would have went ahead and scored anyway from second on that hit. So Flood gets a base hit. Brock comes in to score. It's now 5-2 Birds. How about that? A run, as Al Red Sox fan says, take care, everyone. Says, we'll see you later, Al. Looking forward to some more exciting action from you. I'm missing your one and done, and I want to see some more Glory Days boxing. And when you're doing that Ali Lewis fight, come on, bring it up. I want to see Muhammad Ali and that Glory Days boxing match. I can't wait for you to do that. Take care, Al. Flood will go to first base. It's now 5-2 Cardinals. Flood has the only way he can go is on a hit and run attempt. Roger Maris is the batter. Flood not doing anything. So that was a huge error. So 2-1 on Santiago is a range play. 2-5 on Maris's cards. A line out to second base, but he's got to make a range check. So range on Andrews. Can he make this play? Yes, it is a line out. And is it a possible double play? Roll another die. It's a 3 on a line out to second. And yep, Mike Andrews makes the play, gets the first out, throws to first to double off Kurt Flood. It is a 3 with a runner on second base, and 3-4 comes up. Yep, he throws out Flood, 2 outs. Double play, line out, double play. So that is an L4-3. Two outs now for Cepeda. Santiago now tired. Try to get through the inning. 2-1, a blank against a righty. 1-2 is a ground out to short. And that will do it. Cardinals get 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 2 stolen bases by Lou Brock as he steals second and third. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Cardinals leading 5-2 in this Game 7 replay of 1967 World Series. Bob Gibson is still in good strength. And Reggie Smith will bat for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 7th. (4-2) on Gibson's card at the ballpark. Smith, 3-3, ground out at the plate. And that's picked up by McCarver, and he's going to throw him out. That's out. And that is out number 1. Grounds out right at the plate. McCarver throws him out. Here's Rico Petrocelli. Gibson with the pitch. 1-2 blank. Petrocelli 2-2 single past the second baseman, base hit. Well, the Red Sox needed that. The batter will be Elston Howard. 5 minus 2 is 3. There are 3 innings left. Rico Petrocelli attempt to 1. I'm not going to be doing a strategy roll here. You need base runners. So Elston Howard's going to hit. Gibson's pitch 2-1, an error check on a grounder. Howard 6-5. And against a righty, that's a fly ball to center field. That's out number 1. That's out number 2. So there's no error check since it's a fly out. We'll see a pinch hitter for Santiago as he was the next batter due. So Santiago will be out. And against Bob Gibson, coming up to bat for the Red Sox will be Jerry Adair. Bats 271 with Petrocelli still on at first base. But now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-5, Gibson's card, strikeout possibility 16, no. Adair, 5-6, and that's a fly out to left. And that will do it. No runs. There was a hit for the Red Sox. Still 5-2 Birds. Hope everyone is enjoying a little inside pitch action. Glad to see people here. Tim McCarver leads off for St. Louis here in the top of the 8th. Red Sox need a pitcher. So let's see who we're going to bring in. And they're going to bring in Dan Osinski. No. We're going to bring in a very young Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle, a very young Sparky Lyle. Yeah, I forget that he was on the 67 Red Sox that year. Sparky Lyle is going to come up there, and he has a special K, which is the first time we're using that rule. And we'll see if that makes a difference here. 5-2, top of the 8th, Tim McCarver, the batter. 6-3 on Sparky Lyle's card is a strikeout plus 10. Against the lefty, it's a McCarver is a 5. And that would be that makes that a 15, a 6. Definitely McCarver goes down on strikes. Out number 1. And that will bring in Mike Shannon. Sparky Lyle, 4-5 on his card. A possible home run check against the right of 1-16, a 6 there. So Shannon gets a chance to hit one. So against a left-handed batter, Shannon rolls an 18 or lower. It is gone, and it is. Mike Shannon blasts a home run off of Sparky Lyle. It is gone. Home run for Mike Shannon off of Lyle. Big difference when you go against those hitters. And the Cardinals now lead it 6-2 as Sparky Lyle gives up the homer. Batter will be Julian Javier. The Cardinals are only one run away from actually matching the amount of runs they had in this game. Want to talk about real? Here's Julian Javier. He's having a great day today. He's 2 for 2. A home run, a double, and walked. 1-3 on Lyle's card. Star line against a right-hander, which it is. So we roll the star line, and it is going to be a ground out to third for out number 2. And the next batter for the Birds is Dal Maxville. 6-2 on Lyle's card is a strikeout plus 10. And Dal Maxville against the left-hander is an 8, an 18, a 19, and even though no improvement from Fenway, so a 19. So Maxville avoids that. A 5-4 on Maxville's card is a ground out to second base. The 14 is higher than either one of the special Ks, so that just goes as a ground out to second. And that will end the inning there. A home run by the Birds, 1 run on 1 hit. And they now lead it 6-2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Bob Gibson. This is the time that might get fatigued. We'll see how long he can go. But a 6-2 lead for St. Louis does look pretty good. Boston does have the top of the batting order coming up. It is Joe Foy. Foy 0 for 3. 3-6 on Gibson's card. A possible walk. A 12 against a righty. 14 minus 1 is 13. 12. He walks Foy. Red Sox get a base runner. Not doing anything with strategy roll. The batter will be Mike Andrews. He will hit. Gibson now tired. See if it makes a difference. 4-6. Hit by pitch. -3. And a 3 here is, so with a -3, even though his hit by pitch is a 3, so it's a 0, and a 3 comes up, so no hit by pitch. Almost plunked him, but Andrews gets a chance to hit. 1-4 on his card, fly out to center. And Andrews is 0 for 4 today. The batter will be Yaz. Gibson is due to bat first in the 9th inning. That's why they're trying to keep him out there. 5-3 on Gibson's card. Strikeout possibility 4. Yes, it's going to be under. It's under 6. Yaz strikes out. Hard to get him out on a K. 2 men down. And the batter now is Ken Harrelson. Gibson again. 3-3. Range play. Harrelson, 3-5. A fly ball to center field. The ball is hit the flood. His range is a 4. And he will get there and make the catch, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing except a walk for the Red Sox. At the end of 8, 6-2 Birds. Don't forget tonight, I got Game 4 of the National League Division Series, which if nobody's watched Game 3, you should. That's all I got to say. Gibson, the batter, was due to bat. He's going to come out as he has done his job. Sparky Lyle is still the pitcher, at least for now. And the batter for the Cardinals is going to be Dave Ricketts, a switch hitter. Ricketts will pinch hit for Gibson here in the top of the 9th inning. 6-2 Birds. Sparky Lyle, he has, let's see, his fatigue rating would be here. We'll see how long, if he can go a little further, even though it gave up the home run. Pitch on the way to Lyle. 6-6, against the right-hander, that's actually a star line because Ricketts is batting from the right side as a switch hitter against the lefty. So that is a star line, and that is a ground out to second. 1 out. Ricketts goes down. Top of the batting order for the Birds. There's Lou Brock. Brock stole 2nd and 3rd in this game. 4-5 on Sparky Lyle's card is a possible home run, and against a lefty, it's a 1-6. It's a 1-16 chance, and an 8. Yes, Lou Brock has a chance. So now against the lefty, Lou Brock needs to hit a 14 or lower. He does not. Just missed it. Wow, would have probably had the exact same score if he does that. But Lou Brock does get a chance to hit now. 3-6 on his card, and that is a star line 6. It's grounded to short. 1 homer away from having the exact score of the game. And now here's Curt Flood. Lyle is now tired. 4-6 against the righties, a blank. 3-4 on Flood's card is a ground ball right back to Lyle. He'll make the play, toss it over to first, and end the inning. Nothing for the Birds. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cardinals will go to the bullpen. They will bring out the closer. You got 2 right-handers due up, so they're going to bring in Ron Willis to close the game out for the Birds and win the series again. Ron Willis will be pitching first to George Scott in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-3 on Willis's card, a strikeout possibility. A 1 is a definite there. I don't even have to look. That is a strikeout on Scott. He goes down for the second. He strikes out for the 2nd time today. Switch hitter Reggie Smith coming up. Willis 5-3, possible wild pitch. Nobody on base. Re-roll. It's fouled away. 6-2, possible walk. 14 is higher than either one of these, and even with the -1, it wouldn't matter. So no walk. Smith gets the hit. 6-2 on his card is a pop out to first. And once again, the last chance for the Red Sox is going to be Rico Petrocelli. Ron Willis. Final score of the actual game was 7-2. We got a 6-2 game. 5-1. A possible home run chance. A 4. Petrocelli is a right-hander, so it'll be a 1-8. He does get a chance to swing against a righty. Petrocelli needs a 1-8 to get a homer, and he does it. It's a 20. So now Petrocelli will swing normally. It's a blank. 6-3 on his card. Starline 5. Grounds out. Grounds at the third. It's picked up by Shannon. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. And once again, the St. Louis Cardinals win Game 7 of the 1967 World Series. Almost by the same score. If Lou Brock had hit the home run, it would have been the exact same score to the game. If that's not realism, I don't know what is. I'll give you guys a line score here in a second. Give me a moment here real quick to take a look at something. I want to see something here. Okay, so the final line score, St. Louis, 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. For Boston, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 errors. Of course, Bob Gibson gets the win. Jim Lonborg takes the loss. There were 12 hits total in this game. There were actually 13 hits in the actual game, 10 hits by the Cardinals and 3 by the Red Sox. Both teams actually made 1 error in Game 7. The Red Sox, however, make 1 error here. So there were 9 runs. There were 9 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. This game had 8 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. I think that's pretty close enough. Don't you guys think so? So the St. Louis Cardinals once again win Game 7 of the 1967 World Series. What another exciting one. I just love how Inside Pitch does this. I really, really do. Anyway, Al Red Sox fan, Steeler fan 1933, Philip Reynolds, and to anybody else who were in the chat that decided not to say hello, that's okay. I'm glad everybody joined in for the game. And that does it here from Fenway Park. My next game from Inside Pitch will be from the year 1968. It'll be a game between Tom Seaver and Bob Gibson. It'll be the Mets and the Cardinals. I just got to get the actual date. Don't forget tonight, Game 4 of the National League Division Series, Payoff Pitch. Montreal Expos versus Atlanta Braves. What a game last night was. I can't believe it still, how that game went. So join me for that game later tonight. Until then, this is Robert from RGL 518 saying to everybody, thank you for joining me. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, and stay strong. Take care, everybody. See you tonight.